What you go do? Hello, and welcome to the next episode of Matt and Todd Go to the Movies, the podcast where Matt and Todd go see a movie at our local Regal Cinema Theater, and then we talk about it from the parking lot in Matt's car right after the movie. I am Todd Domer.
And I'm Matt Malloy. And in this episode, we'll be sharing our first reactions to the movie Bad Boys for Life.
For life.
For life. This movie features Will Smith and Martin Lawrence reprising their roles from Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2, where they're both cops. And in this version of the Bad Boys story, or this episode, I guess we could call it, someone is after Will Smith's character.
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry is Will Smith's character. And is out to get him and out to make him suffer for some unknown revenge reason. And a lot of people get killed in his life. And then there's a wrap up at the end, which I won't reveal what happens, but everything's resolved at the end of the story. And it's Bad Boys for life.
For life.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts, Todd?
Well, this is a pretty okay movie. I think I'm going to be pretty down the middle of the road for this one. Like, everything that elevates it, there are plenty of other things that kind of bring it down. So I think I'm somewhere in the middle with this movie. There certainly is undeniable chemistry between Will Smith and Martin Lawrence that is still there after so many years of the first one. Like, I think we're 20 plus years from the first one. And this movie falls in the lines of a lot of current movies where it's like kind of like these older stars that are like, let's do one more movie. Oh, I'm too old, I don't have it anymore. Oh, wait, I have to have it for this reason in the movie, and then I gotta come back and stuff like that. So there's a lot of, like, older man angst in this movie that makes for some enjoyable moments. And like I said, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, just when they're allowed to just talk to each other and there's almost like nothing else going on in the movie, I think are the funniest parts of the movie, where they're just playing off of each other. Who knows if that was script or if we're talking some improv or whatever, but those were like really funny parts. The overall action of the movie is like, I don't feel like it's really on par with action movies nowadays. I thought it was like a step down. Like, I think action movies, in my opinion, have come a long way with your John Wicks and stuff like that, where stuff is like they put a lot into the action to make it look really good and make it flow very well and stuff like that. And this is a step back from that. Like, I think it relies on what action movies used to be, which is, gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. Some gunfire, some shaky camera, and then that's it. Like, so that was a step down, I think. Everyone does really well in this movie. I mean, it's not like there's any kind of Oscar-winning acting in this movie, but yeah, it's just it's all around okay, just kind of there, nothing special. Some chemistry between the two main characters, and then the one thing that I really disliked about this movie, and I think it's a direction choice, is that and I can't remember if they did it in the other movies too. I feel like they did, but maybe it just wasn't as prevalent, is that there's like these overall sweeping shots that you see of Miami that are used as kind of like cutscene stuff. Like, when you want to transition from one scene to another, it'll be this like swooping shot of Miami or like some boats doing, with like the theme in the background going do 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 do, and like it'll show this shot. But I felt like this happened like once every 10 minutes in this movie. Like, was the shot that like, and by the end I was like, I'm tired of seeing Miami. I don't really care enough. So overall, if you're into fun little action movies, this is a movie for you. If you're a fan of Will Smith or Martin Lawrence or the other Bad Boys movies, this is for you. It's like right in line with them. So go see it. Or if that stuff doesn't appeal to you, don't see it. Completely up to you. We live in a free world.
We do live in a free world, and it's a good thing. The bad boys for life help keep us free
keep
and
us
safe.
free and safe.
If you live in Miami, anyway.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's funny you should bring up the those shots, the sweeping shots of Miami. There was they all featured, I think, some boats. There was mostly night scenes, and you could see the boats sort of traveling. And there was one of these shots where it was backwards. Like, you could see the boats going backwards. And I was like, wonder why they did that. No one will notice this.
Just slip it in.
I will, guys.
Yeah, they weren't counting on you.
So,
Matt Malloy.
yeah. So, thoughts on the movie? Yeah, this is by today's standards, a run-of-the-mill action film. Agree with you, Todd, on the chemistry between Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. I felt it had been a really long time since I had seen either of the other Bad Boy movies, like maybe 20 years or something. So all of the details were a little bit fuzzy, and they were kind of referencing it like it was yesterday. Like, oh, as you'll remember from the last movie. I mean, they didn't say that, but lots of throwback references that I felt like were happening, but I wasn't quite getting them because I couldn't remember. But was a nice, I guess there's this theme in it of old guy feeling his age type thing that both main characters have going on. And I felt like that really produced a few emotional moments that were unexpected for me as I watched the movie. My memories of the first Bad Boys movies were they were more comedic, and maybe that's a bad memory on my part, but this one seemed like mostly serious with a little bit of comedy thrown in at different parts, which I thought was interesting. So I thought that boosted the movie a little bit for me and made me enjoy it. One thing that did not make me enjoy it was the woman 2 seats over from me who took a call on her cell phone during the movie. And it wasn't like, oh my gosh, don't call me, I'm in the theater, bye. It was like she had a quiet but clearly their conversation in the middle of the movie with her cell phone. I wasn't a fan of that. That downgraded the movie. No, it didn't affect my rating of the movie. It just downgraded my experience. Yeah. So overall, I'd say I liked the movie, and yeah, I think you covered the bases with who should see this movie. I recommend seeing it without the lady who was in the theater with us, but
Sure.
I don't think she really liked it enough to see it again, so you're probably safe.
And if I could take a moment to continue my crusade on this thing that I've been very clear about, if you go to the movies, don't answer your phone, don't check Facebook, just watch the freaking movie!
Yes.
Yeah. We've had a bad run recently of just... It's frustrating.
It's better for us to go to the movies with no one else in the theater so that we can fully enjoy, because other people are just too much of a distraction.
Yeah.
But we fight through for you,
Yeah.
listener, for you. So, that's what I think.
All right, Matt. How many coked out accountants would you give this movie?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna give it a little bit better than average. I'm gonna give it 2.9 coked out accountants.
Nice.
Enjoyable film if you like action movies, and some negatives, but not enough to drag it down below average.
Sure.
How about you?
Yeah, I think I'm in the 2.65 ratings. I'm going to give it like just one little notch above average, because I do think, to me, the movie was carried by the chemistry of, like I said, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. I think they're just undeniably good together. And the action isn't like horrible. It's just like with some of these action movies that are coming out nowadays, it's just not on par with that. But still good. Still some enjoyable parts. Some not so enjoyable parts. Some fine acting. Some okay acting. Some not so good. It's like kind of all over the place. So I'm just gonna hang out in the middle. Play it safe for this one. But I think since you said it, I think I do agree with you that this one, while it does have comedic moments that you're certainly meant to laugh really hard at, it does carry a more serious message, I think, than the other two. I think you're right about that. Like, since you said something about it, made me start thinking about it. Because let's not forget, the second one had them invading another country. Like, for Martin Lawrence's sister / Will Smith's girlfriend. She's referenced once in this movie.
Right.
So,
I won't spoil it, but there's an update to their relationship status in the movie.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening to this episode of Matt and Todd Go to the Movies, where we reviewed Bad Boys for Life.
For life.
And I think we gave it an average of six. What? Hello? Sorry, I was doing math in my head and the wrong numbers came out. 2.68, maybe somewhere in there. I don't know. Todd wasn't really clear on his rating of how many cooked out accountants, but
Yeah, that's true.
so anyway, but yeah, we think if you like action movies, you should probably go see it or see it on your big screen TV in your home. That works too.
We live in a free world.
We do live in a free world.
Do.
All right. Thanks for listening. Keep on listening.
Da 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 da
Da da da da.